Casey, dude, it's funny because right at the end, before I shut down my audio so I didn't hear myself talking, I was like, so far away, and I was like laughing at TikTok, and you were like, right after that, you know that's Josh singing. I'm like, dude, I was actually singing that time. Let's do it! Ron, Casey, everybody inside the chat, good morning and happy Thursday, traders. Hit me with a good morning, everybody inside of chat, and hit me with a good morning, everybody over on YouTube. Mark, Wilson, Cornelius, good morning. Sergeant Willie P, Angel, Casey, Chris, Ron, keep them coming, baby. Keep them coming. Hit me with that good morning. Woo! LFG, let's go. Cole, Skylar, what's up? Michael, Naomi over on YouTube. AK Park, Angel, CS Lano inside the chat. Ow! You guys got me fired up today. Let's get it. Let's go. Today's going to be an amazing day. Let's make some money. Yes. Let's do it. Let's do it. No distractions today. I'm so funny. Trying to have no distractions today. But guys, we're going to rock and roll. We're going to have a good trading day. And we're going to make some freaking money. But it all starts with the good trades, right? Making sure that they're the best of the best trades and that money will follow. So let's make it happen. Let's get it going, and let's talk about where that opportunity is today. Corey, what's up? Good morning, everybody. Once again, if you're just now tuning in over on YouTube, again, TikTokers, Alpha Day Trading over on YouTube. We are live, and we'll be live for the next probably 45 minutes. DJ Sean, what's up? Nell, Tyler, Steve, Gerald, Todd, Michael, Naomi, Cornelius, Wilson, Mark, Ruben. Woo! My goodness, you guys got me out of breath right now. Good morning and happy Thursday. It is September 23rd, 2021, 8:59 in the market. Just about 31 minutes until that ding, ding, ding. We got about 2 trading days left to go, team. So let's end this week. Let's have the next 2 trading days be the best 2 trading days of this week, of this month, of this mother trucking year. Let's do it. Let's end this week on a strong note, and let's make this week your best week ever. All right, and we have some opportunity in the market. There's some opportunity out there. We're going to make some money today, guys. All right, let's make it happen. So let's go ahead and dive into it, guys. All right, so we are going to scan from volume, high to low, right? We want to see what stocks have the best volume, what stocks have the best activity. Where is every other trader, right? We're the traders. It's not what stock I want to trade, guys, right? It's not what stock Josh wants to trade today, right? It's what stock everybody else wants to trade, right? The last thing I want to do is be like, I'm just going to trade MAGS today. I'm just trading MAGS, and I'm in. I'm just waiting. Just sitting there. Hello? Is anybody here? All right? Why is it not moving? Well, why is you not doing anything, MAGS? Well, you're not going up. Why not? It's crazy. What's going on? Well, again, it's not what stock that I want to trade. It's what stock every other trader wants to trade. Now, when we're looking at long-term investments, we're looking at swing trades. All right, things change a little bit, right? Things change. But when we're day trading, guys, when we're day trading stocks, it's always something new every single day, right? Where is everybody else at? What is the 1, 2, 3 stocks that every other trader wants to trade? Those are the stocks that I want to trade, not the stocks that I just want to trade because I like the stock. I'm married to the stock, right? I don't marry stocks. I don't really love stocks, right? I love the opportunity that stocks give me to make profit. So again, coming into the market, it's not what I want to trade today. It's what stock or stocks does every other trader, want to trade today. And that's where I want to be. That's where I want to put my focus. So how do we know, guys, where every other trader currently is? That one stock, 2, 3, 5 stocks. What stocks have the best potential? What stocks are every other trader looking at? Well, it all starts with volume, right? It really starts with volume, right? The higher the volume, the more shares that are being traded. And typically the more traders that are there in a particular stock. So like MRM is number 1 on the leaderboard in regards to volume, right? Trading 6.3 million shares, all right? Is that a lot for MRM, right? 6.3 million shares may seem like a lot, but what if it trades 100 million shares on average per day? Would MRM really have substantial, unusual volume? No, it wouldn't. It'd kind of be like, okay, well, it's just probably trading how it normally trades. But how do we know if it's really good volume? Well, we look at the average volume, right? So we can see the average 3-month volume on MRM is 46,000 shares. So on average, it trades 46,000 shares per day. Today, we're trading 6.3 just in pre-market. That tells me that there's a lot of unusual volume, right? There's a lot of attention. There's a lot of focus on ticker MRM. So again, I know that there's focus here. I know there's a lot of unusual volume, higher than average volume on MRM. I know it's a low float stock. I know this stock can absolutely rip and run. It's 2 million in float. But now I have to identify, why is the stock even moving, right? Why is the stock even up 98%? What's the reasoning for this, right? What's the catalyst? Is there a daily chart formation where it's just momentum, right? Or is there a good press release? So let's go ahead and look at our news. Here on MRM, shares are trading higher after the company announced it will buy ZACC Kabushiki Kashaka. I can't even say that. But anyway, they're buying ZACC for $3.36 million. So they announced its latest key performance indicators, and then the company also agrees to acquire ZACC Kabushiki Kasha. All right, I think I got it right that time. So we got acquisition news, right? So we have company is acquiring another company. Acquisition news. That's a good press release, right? Acquisitions. MRM. There's your credible reason for the stock to be moving on up. Right now on MRM, we have support now back down towards around 411, right? We had 411 prior resistance. Nice U-shape. Broke on out to 1513. We tried to hold it here, and then we just lost it. Held up as resistance, held up as resistance. We broke back above 1411. So right now, I would like to see 1411 hold up as support. If 1411 cannot hold up as support, guys, you're looking back down towards around these lows at 1291. And if we crack below that 1291, you're looking to be back down towards around 1199 would be your next best level of support. So again, right now, we have 3 good levels of support underneath. And right now we have resistance at these highs of $15.13. So let's bring that on up. Right around 15.13 resistance. Anything over that high a day at 15.13, MRM has room to 16, has room to 17.32, has room to 19.45. This is going to be one of the top stocks we are watching at the start of the day, guys, right? MRM, once again, high day resistance, 15.13. $16 resistance after that, 17.32. And then 19.45 here on MRM. Right now, we have light support back down towards around 14. Anything under 14, back down at 12.91. Anything under 12.91, 11.99. So pretty much every dollar, guys. It seems to be almost every dollar. Support underneath, resistance overhead, give or take 10, 20 cents. All right, so MRM, definitely the top stock that we should be watching at the start of the day, guys, in my opinion. Right now, it looks good. We have great volume. Buyers are in control. Nice, steady uptrend. Looks good. It's consistent. It seems to be pretty predictable as well. The technicals are being honored. I definitely want to keep MRM on high watch. Number 2, as far as volume, is going to be RNAZ. All right, RNAZ trading 5.6 million shares. On average, it trades 1 million shares. And it is a low float stock as well, coming in at 7.15 million in float, currently gapping up 26%. Why is RNAZ even moving up? Why does it have volume? Why is it gapping up this morning? Well, this morning, RNAZ announces publication in Cancer Nanotechnology of preclinical data supporting therapeutic potential of TTX-MC138 of metastatic breast cancer. So they're announcing the publication of their Cancer Nanotechnology preclinical data supporting the potential for metastatic breast cancer, right? You got some keywords in there. Announcing the publication, right? Preclinical data, all right? That's another keyword. But the big thing is breast cancer, right? Anything cancer related in a press release that's positive, typically these stocks do really, really well. So RNAZ has good press release, guys. RNAZ has good volume. RNAZ is a low float stock. I definitely want to keep RNAZ on high watch today. Right now, support back down off that first pre-market high, right around $3.20. But let's dive into that daily chart real quick, just in case we see it crack 320. You know, how low could it go? Right? How low can it go? Well, I think that we could see it come all the way back down towards around $2.70. We bounced here at 270. A lot of support on the daily chart at 270. Held 270, resistance at 270 from yesterday, and it's the 20 EMA. So, if this stock ever does crack 320, your next level of support is $2.70. Right now, resistance right around 358. Why not 369, guys? Well, it hit it one time, right? 358 was hit 3 times. So I'm going to say 358 resistance. Obviously, if it breaks 358, you have resistance at the highs, 369. But if we can break over that 369 level, right? How high can RNAZ go? Well, there is a lot of room to the upside. We got 422. We can see it up towards around $5. We could see it up towards around $6, $6.57. I mean, this stock has a lot of potential to the upside, right? It has good news. It's a low float stock. It has good volume. Right now, it's not doing a whole lot, but it definitely could hold on up, definitely on a nice big move. 320 support at this time. Below 320, $3 natural support. Below $3, you could see it back down at 270. As long as this stock holds up and we eventually break that 360 to 369, we could see it up towards around $4.42, $5, $6, $6.50, and then possibly $7 to retest that IPO high. All right, so RNAZ number 2 on the leaderboard as far as what we're watching right out of the gate. Number 3 on the leaderboard in regards to volume, FEDU, right? FEDU trading 4.7 million shares. On average, it trades 236. High relative volume. This stock is gapping up 52%. It's a low float stock as well, coming in at 13 million in float. Why is FEDU up? Right? Four Seasons Education launches a buyback plan of up to $15 million of its ADR. So again, they're authorizing to repurchase up to $15 million of its ADR. So again, right now, FEDU getting some nice attention off that press release. Right now, the stock does have a lot of overhead resistance, right? So again, when we're looking at a stock, we're looking at the news, we're looking at the volume, the gap up, the float, right? We're trying to get an idea of why the stock's moving and the credibility behind it. Then we dive into the technicals to see where the stock could go. So again, we're doing the same thing with FEDU. It's up 51%. It's trading great volume. It's a low flow stock. It has good news. All right. But when we dive into these technicals, there's a lot of overhead resistance, right? And the biggest level that I see is the 200 SMA, right? Is the 200 SMA at 106, which we already hit here in pre-market. And since then, we've just started selling on off, pulling back a little bit. We do have opportunity though, guys. If we can hold above 83 cents, 82 to 83 cents, those pre-market highs, that resistance before the breakout, I think we could see it back up to 93. We can see it back up towards around $1, and our top target on FEDU would be up towards around that 106. Now, if the stock is strong enough, right, and breaks that 200 SMA, we have room to 116 after that. So again, we're going to keep this one on watch above 82 to 83 cents support. If we crack below that 82 to 83 cent level, we could definitely find some support back down towards around 75 cents here on FEDU. So right now, support at 83. Below 83, support at 75. If we hold that level, we get a reversal, we get confirmation, and we're long, all right, on FEDU. We have profit-taking areas at 93.5, at $1, at $1.06, and at $1.16 there on FEDU. And again, number 3 on the leaderboard in regards to volume. I know you guys were talking about NURO. Let's go ahead and just focus on NURO. It's not number 4. It's not DBGI, right? It's actually down there a little bit, number 8 on the leaderboard. But the reason why I want to bring your attention here to NURO is number 1, it's a former supernova stock. This stock in the past went from $5 to $38, right? This stock had squeezed in the past. Big time move to the upside. I like the daily setup, right? There is no news on NURO, just so you guys know. There is no news. So why did it move yesterday? Or why did it move on Tuesday? The stock, big gap up. And it's just been pulling back, pulling back, pulling back. Filled the gap, bounced. Came back down to that gap level as support, 1013. Put in a nice double bottom here on the daily chart. We saw a bounce there on Tuesday. We saw a nice little green day, right? That definitely brought some attention back into NURO. We saw a slight gap down yesterday, right? A red candle inside of the big green candle. Mid-candle opportunity? Probably. It was definitely on traders' watch list. So now NURO is getting some action once again here in pre-market. We have support back down at 1334, right? As long as we hold above 1334, I'm bullish on NURO back up to $16, right? So again, I'd honestly like to see NURO pull back at the open. Back down to that 1334, which was Tuesday's highs, right? And it lines up with past support and past resistance as well, right around that 1330 level on NURO. I want to be a buyer there, right? I can put a stop under 13 bucks. I can risk 50 cents because the upside potential here is substantial. Again, we have a lot of room up towards around $16. Anything over $16 here on NURO, it has room to 1963. All right, so it's up 18%. It's trading 3 million shares here in pre-market. Just started trading around 8 o'clock. So in the last hour, it's traded 3 million shares. Yes, on average, it trades 10. But again, right at the open, I'm pretty certain that it's going to surpass that average volume. All right, so again, volume's not of a concern to me. We definitely have potential to see a lot more volume move into the stock. It's a low float stock as well, coming in at 5.58 million. There was no news. So what's the catalyst, right? Again, we want to identify what the catalyst is. What's the reason for the stock to be moving? If there's no news, what could it be? Prior day mover, right? Some momentum, right? Some focus still on a particular stock that was moving a prior day. Maybe like ATER is a good example of momentum and activity and focus remaining with ATER. That's the catalyst. There's still attention there. What's the catalyst with NURO, right? Nice double bottom on the daily chart filling the gap. So again, gap fill, double bottom, market structure. We just saw a nice little pop there on Tuesday, and we're actually seeing some continuation and some momentum to the upside here with NURO. So I definitely want to keep NURO on watch as well as our number 4 stock that we're going to be watching. So again, if you guys are just now tuning in, the top 4 stocks that I want to watch at the start of the day: MRM, RNAZ, FEDU, and NURO. Back burner stocks, right? Back burner stocks. Just going to watch WIMI above 4. Just curious to see if WIMI can hold above 4. If so, we could definitely see some action back up to 450. Keeping that on the back burner, wanting to keep that one on watch as well. ATER, right? Still watching ATER, guys, right? Around the trend line. Just looking to see if it can hold on up this big trend line from last Friday, right? Nice trend line, respecting it beautifully. Just looking to see if ATER can stay above this trend line and above our 38.2 Fibonacci retracement off of that Friday low up into yesterday's high. Okay, so again, that low to high retracement, the 38.2 Fib is right there at $15, which is right around yesterday's resistance and the trend line. I mean, there's 3 separate reasons $15 is a good level on ATER. But if it cracks, which it could crack the trend line. It could crack the 38.2. It doesn't have to hold up. That resistance level is new support from yesterday. We could see it pull back to 1388, another good area, right? The 50% Fib. Tuesday spiking highs. Yesterday's support right around 1388. So even if 15 doesn't hold, maybe we see this down at 1388 and it bounces, right? Maybe we see a nice little bounce. Did it already come down to 1388, or was that a that was actually, okay, I didn't know if that was a misprint there, but that actually wasn't a misprint. It actually cracked the uptrend on the 1 minute and actually came right down to that 1388 level and had a really nice bounce off that level. So we are on the 5 minute, still above the trend line, right above 15. We haven't closed below $15 on the 5 minute yet. So I'll be looking at ATER on a 5 minute chart, guys. Okay, so I want to see if this one can hold above 15 bucks. Stay above the uptrend, stay above that 38.2 Fib. If so, that's 3 separate reasons to get involved with ATER for the next leg up. But if it does not hold the trend line, if it cracks below the Fib level and $15 natural support, I'd be looking to keep this one on watch back down towards around 1338 for that level to hold on up for that next leg to the upside on ATER. So another stock I'm watching. SDC, I like this one a lot, guys. right? Squeeze, right? Squeeze formation got this going. 3-day pullback, right? I like seeing daily breaks and 2 to 3 day pullbacks with decreasing volume back down into a level of support. What did we see? 2 days to the upside, right? Squeezing to the upside, pulling back over the last 3 days on decreased volume, right? That's healthy. That's strong. I think SDC still has a lot of great potential today and tomorrow to get that next leg up. SDC is on high watch for me, guys, right? We have room to $7.36. We then have some room up towards around $7.61, $8, and then we could definitely see it all the way up towards around $9. And the other thing too is there's a lot of hype behind SDC, right? A lot of traders talking about this being the next AMC, GameStop, SPRT, BBIG, ATER, right? The next big squeeze, right? 40% of the flow is currently short on SDC. Okay, so I do want to keep SDC on high watch, not because of the hype, not because of the short float percentage, not because of that, because the technicals look really, really nice, right? Nice squeeze formation, breaking that 620, 2 days to the upside, 3-day pullback on decreased volume, showing me that sellers are being depleted, right? There's less and less and less sellers taking profit. We can see that transition from selling to buying and get that next big leg up. Again, back up to 736, 761, $8, and possibly $9 here on SDC. High watch, not only for a day trade, but for a possible swing trade over the next couple of weeks as well, guys. All right, so add SDC to your swing trade watch list. Again, not just an intraday day trade, right, but also a possible swing trade on SDC as well. I want to keep this one on high watch, guys, okay? And then last but not least, RWLK. All right, RWLK setting up for a possible mid-candle breakout formation. All right, let me go ahead and clear this drawing set real quick. We can dive into it. Beautiful. Big day on Tuesday, followed by a gap down and a light volume red day falling right in the middle of Tuesday's big green day. That is a mid-candle breakout formation, okay? I want to see the stock slightly gap down. It's slightly gapping down. Phenomenal. I want to see the stock breaking yesterday's close of 179 to 180. Once we start to see that break over yesterday's close, I expect to see some good volume move in. The stock up towards around 220, 250, and then possibly 268 off a mid-candle breakout formation. So a high alert, back burner sleeper play that has a crap ton of potential today. Again, want to see it breaking over yesterday's close. I want to see some volume move in. I expect around that level to see some volume move in for that rip up to 2, for that rip up towards around 225, and then possibly up towards around 250 and then 260 if we actually see that mid-candle formation, guys, okay? So again, back burner stocks, if you guys are just now tuning in, WIMI, back burner play that's on the watch list. ATER, another back burner play that's on watch above 1388. SDC, I'm not even going to classify that as a back burner stock. This is a stock that I want to actively keep on watch today because I think it has a lot of great potential. So a stock that's on high watch. SDC for that reversal on the daily chart for the next leg up. RWLK, back burner sleeper play for a possible mid-candle breakout formation here on RWLK. EAR, a back burner play just to see if it bounces. This stock down 60% so far, right? From $22 all the way to $8. If we start to see some volume and we start to see bounce a little bit, we could see a multi-dollar bounce to the upside. Every now and then with these big gap downs, we see a decent little bounce the following day. That's called a dead cat bounce. Yes, meow, meow, a cat, a kitty cat, meow, right? A dead cat bounce, all right, on EAR. So again, I want to keep this one on watch, see if it starts bouncing up, getting some volume. Maybe we have some opportunity for a little bit of a dead cat bounce today on EAR. Top stocks I'm watching right out of the gate. Credible reasons, news, great volume. The top stocks that I'm watching today right out of the gate. My main focus to start the day. MRM, RNAZ, FEDU, and MURO. All right, so that's what I got for you guys today. That is my watch list, everything that I'm currently looking at. Obviously, I'm watching the SPY today. We just came up and filled the daily gap here in pre-market. I would expect to see this open, push back up to those pre-market highs. If we break and hold over pre-market highs, we're back above that gap level. I think the SPY can slowly grind back over 450 in the coming weeks. If we open and push to that level and get rejected and we cannot break that gap level and we just fill the gap and we start to see a bearish setup, we may be due for the next leg down. Because not only do we have that gap level as resistance, we have the 20 EMA and the 50 SMA. But let's see if the SPY is strong enough to get back above those levels. I'm looking for multi-week calls back in the all-time highs. If we can break those 3 technical levels, those 3 key levels. Now, if we come up and get rejected, I'm personally looking for the next leg down on the SPY over the next week or so. I may be looking for multi-week puts on the SPY. So again, I'm watching the SPY right around that 441.50 today. The gap level, the 50 SMA, the 20 EMA, looking to see how we perform around that level. Are we getting rejected? Does it look weak? Are sellers in control? If so, I will take puts. If we're strong, we break and hold that level and we're looking good, I will take calls, as I think the SPY can definitely recover back up into those all-time highs, guys. All right, so I'm watching the SPY. I'm watching SFIX today over 42 with room to 44. I'm watching LCID today for either a possible bounce off that first, that little gap level there right around 24. So if we open, pull back, we start to see it bounce. I would think about going long on LCID for a possible little bounce back up to like 26 bucks. Or we crack below 24 and we're still pulling back maybe to like that 200 SMA right around 2250, 2260. Maybe I would consider grabbing some puts on LCID for that second day pullback if we do crack below that 2415 level on LCID. So another stock that I'm keeping on watch, SOFI. Thank you, Casey, for bringing this to our attention. We were swing trading SOFI a couple weeks ago. We just locked in, I locked in about 120, 130% there on SOFI. So it was a great trade. It definitely took a long time for it to work out. It definitely started to not honor the technicals, right? It wasn't the trade that we wanted anymore. It started to break and crack down and completely, right? Null and void, our analysis from the get-go for that possible squeeze formation. But every now and then, the trade works out in your favor. I still have those calls. They expire tomorrow. I was able to get out with about 120, 130% in profit. So it worked out great. Again, every now and then, we're just patient with things. Sometimes they work, right? I was willing to let them go worthless and expire worthless. But every now and then, something happens in the market. Call it luck if you want. But hey, it was a trade that I was okay with the risk. It turned into a profitable trade. I already accepted that loss, right? Already accepted the loss. I already had basically factored that I was losing. And wow, I woke up yesterday. I see SOFI grinding to the upside. I locked in, 250 bucks, 100% on the trade. It was great. It was a lucky little trade. It was nice to have something like that. Definitely want to keep SOFI on watch today above yesterday's highs of 17. I think SOFI still has potential up towards around, if we can break over the 200 SMA, if we can break over 1739, I could see SOFI up towards around like 1820-ish, 1820. So I just want to keep SOFI on watch to see how strong this is today, right? If this can hold above $17, we have room back up to those highs at $17.44, and then we may have some nice room up towards around the $18 level here on SOFI, okay? So again, couple stocks on the options watch list, nothing too crazy today. Again, SFIX, LCID, SOFI. My main focus today is the SPY because we are coming into some of those key levels. Again, that gap fill, the 50 SMA, the 20 EMA. I think today's going to be a big day, which determines where the SPY's heading to next, right? Depending on what we do today, I think is going to determine what we do in the coming weeks here on the SPY. So I really want to put a lot of my focus today here on the S&P. Okay, guys, there are a couple other stocks that I'm looking at for longer term swings, adding them to my portfolio or adding more of these stocks to my portfolio. Facebook is very, very oversold, right? Very oversold. I'm waiting for this stock to start consolidating sideways a little bit. I'm going to start dollar cost averaging in more to Facebook. Just keeping it easy. It's a long-term investment. The stock is very oversold. We know, Facebook's in an overall uptrend. This is a growth stock. It's a stock in a company that's going to be around for a while, in my opinion. Anytime we see these aggressive pullbacks on Facebook into these oversold conditions, we have nice rebounds. Oversold condition, nice rebound. Right now, we are very oversold on Facebook. If we start to see that consolidation on Facebook on the daily chart, I'm going to start dollar cost averaging in and adding a little bit more to my investment account and maybe some multi-month swing trades, maybe with some options here on Facebook as well. I'm considering doing the same thing here on Zoom, considering doing the same thing here on BABA. The one thing I like about BABA, guys, is the divergence here on the daily chart, right? So we see this divergence, this bullish divergence on BABA. I'm thinking about a short-term swing trade for a possible divergence pop back up to like 160 to 163, right? Maybe a couple weeks out. 160 to 165 strike. Just looking to see if this one will actually pop off that bullish divergence there on BABA. Not something I invest in long-term. So when I said BABA as well, I will not be dollar cost averaging into BABA. It is not something that I invest in, but it is something I am watching for a possible multi-week swing trade on BABA. But stocks that I will be dollar cost averaging into, Zoom, I'm going to start doing that today and tomorrow. Facebook, after we start consolidating sideways on the daily chart, I'm going to start dollar cost averaging into Facebook as well. AMD, I want you guys keeping AMD on high watch over the next couple of weeks. We do have a possible bull flag forming here on AMD on the daily chart. Big rip to the upside, followed by this period of consolidation. What I would expect to see, guys, on AMD is this stock, again, big rip to the upside. It's pulling back, consolidating. I would expect to see the stock down to this 98.66 support level, right? Still holding inside of this flag formation. And that test of that level of support, that creating the bounce, that getting the volume, and then we start to see AMD break out. So I would expect to see another rejection off this downtrend here on AMD. I would expect to see it back down towards around 98.66. That's where I want to get involved for that potential break of the bull flag here on the daily chart with AMD. So AMD, another stock that I'm watching on high watch, on high alert in the coming weeks for a possible swing trade out of this bull flag there on AMD. All right, team? So again, that's what I'm watching. Just to go ahead and scan through, we have about 2 minutes to go. Top stocks I'm watching to start the day: NURO, FEDU, RNAZ, MRM. Back burner plays, guys. We got EAR, RWLK, possible mid-candle breakout formation, SDC, reversal day. Today or tomorrow, I like SDC for that possible daily reversal. ATER above 1388. See if we still have some opportunity there. And just watching WIMI from yesterday, today, and tomorrow to see if the stock does start moving back on up. All right, team? So to start the day, what do you guys think is going to be the top stock of the day, guys? What stock in chat here on YouTube, right? What stock do you think is going to be the best stock of the day? While you guys cast your vote over the next minute, I'm going to go use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back with you. You're losing quality because I'm a dumbass and I didn't have my mic unmuted. So that's why you're losing audio, because I didn't have my mic unmuted. If you guys still have issues, let me know. I'll drop the stream for 2 minutes, reset it up, have you guys refresh your browsers, and you guys will be all set ready to rock and roll if you still have issues. Let's give it about 5 minutes, see if it fixes itself. If it does not fix itself, I will definitely drop the stream for a minute, reset it up, and have you guys refresh your browser inside of chat. And we will be all set ready to rock and roll. But again, it's YouTube. I noticed some issues with YouTube this morning when I was setting it up. It just seemed a little laggy. It seemed a little iffy with setting it up on YouTube today. So again, guys, just let me know here are the next couple of minutes. If you still have issues on YouTube, just let me know. And like I said, I will just drop the stream. I'll set it back up. You won't have commentary or live stream for like 2 minutes, but I'll definitely get it set back up for you guys. And I'm going to monitor it too. I'm on a VPN out of Ukraine. So I'm tapped into Ukraine right now with my VPN. So if I see it having issues on my end, we know it's going to be YouTube. Okay, cool. All right, team. So we're all set, ready to rock and roll. No distractions. No distractions. Let's make it happen. Let's make some great cash today, guys. Let's rock and roll. Let's have some fun, baby. Right now, MRM and URL pulling back again. Just looking to see what stocks you're going to set up. You do have RNAZ with a lot of upside potential, guys, on RNAZ. Looking to see if this one can stay above maybe like 320. RNAZ for a possible red to green move here, guys. Maybe a little bit of a red to green move here on RNAZ. Again, pulling back into that level of support. We start to see that A wall, the B wall, the C wall transition. I would consider jumping into RNAZ for the possible red to green move. But the only thing that I'm not crazy about is even if it pops off the red to green move, you have that downtrend resistance. So that's another thing. But hold up. RWLK, guys. RWLK for that possible mid-candle breakout formation, team. RWLK for that possible mid-candle breakout formation. Again, 180, I expect to see a lot of volume move in off of yesterday's close. Right off yesterday's close, breaking over that level, we can definitely see a lot of volume move in. What was yesterday's close? Oh, that's why I'm on the wrong time. Again, yesterday's close, guys, was right up there at like 180. So again, over 180, we could definitely see RNAZ go on a nice big move to the upside. All right, so again, I'm watching RWLK here for that possible mid-candle breakout formation. So I do have that on high watch right now, team. RWLK over 180. This one has a lot of great potential for that possible mid-candle breakout formation. Definitely want to keep this one on high watch, team. There goes RNAZ for the red to green move. I got distracted with RWLK. I saw that one moving on up, and I was like, well, hey, this one may start going, and I like mid-candle breakout formation. So I got a little distracted there. I hope some of you guys grabbed RNAZ there off 320. I got distracted with RWLK. I saw that one moving on up, and I missed that 320 entry there. But if anybody grabbed RNAZ for that quick red to green move, congrats. You guys are doing great. And as you guys can see, I am 0 trades on the day, guys. I have no open positions right now at this point in time. MRM's halted. All right, cool. So right now, we got a couple stocks worth watching, right? We got RNAZ. This one's worth watching. We have MRM currently halted to the upside, all right? MRM currently halted to the upside. This one has some great potential as well. RWLK, just looking to see if this one still gets that possible mid-candle. I like SDC a lot for the reversal. Nothing with NURO right now. Nothing with FEDU right now. So again, it's RNAZ. MRM. This one does have resistance at 1732 though. This does have some resistance right around 1732 coming from the daily chart here on MRM. So just something to be mindful of. If you're looking like, hey, I'm going to do the halt strategy, right? There's not enough profit potential for the halt strategy because it could definitely get rejected right off resistance and come crashing back down. We do have support back down at $15.10 and then $16 there on MRM. So I definitely want to keep MRM on high watch after the halt. It was halted at 9:34.02. We'll be live at 9:39.02. 9:39.02 is when we will be live here on MRM. So I just jumped into RWLK, guys. I think this one may start breaking 180, so I did just go ahead and jump into RWLK, just looking to see if this one can get that break over 180 for that possible mid-candle breakout formation, guys. So I grabbed a quick little 500 share position there, looking to see if this one can get some action towards it. Going a nice little move here, guys. Again, I'll put a stop at 169 on the play. I'll put a stop right underneath those lows at 169 here on RWLK. This one has to break 180. Has to break 180 here and actually get a nice big rip with good volume, right? Big rip, big volume. Big rip, big volume. That's what I want to see. Big rip, big volume. 195, we have a target of 195 to $2. So again, we got to see this really break this 180, guys. Volume, big break. That's yesterday's close. If it's slow and steady through the 180s, not crazy about it, right? It's got to break 180 with lots of volume. We want to see it just boom, right through 180 with no issues, right into the 190s, 195s there on RWLK. Come on, keep going. Let's get that nice big 10-cent spike. Nice big 10-cent spike on RWLK. Can we get it? Can we keep going? 185, I'm taking half. I'm being smart. I'm locking in profits quick. Small account, big count, I don't care. Locking in profits quick, guys. $20 is $20, $30 $30, $40 is $40 at the end of the day. 10 cents a share is 10 cents a share on a big account, on a small account. Got to get out of that mindset of I'm going to hold this fucking for 30 minutes. The stock moves, I'm up, I lock in profits. I'm going to lock in another little bit right there, just secure some profits. I'm going to hold about 125 at break even. So I'm going to go stop loss in the system at 177. And there we go. So I'm in at 177, 500 shares. I took about 2/3 of my position. I put a hard stop in with the other 125 shares at break even. So if I get stopped out, I still lock in some profits. But if this one actually is a mid-candle breakout and we see it up at 250, 260 today, guess what? I can make another $100 on the trade. I'm going to ride 125 shares and just see how high this goes if it's an actual mid-candle breakout formation, if this one continues the rip and run to the upside, guys. So quick little in and out there on RWLK for a quick little $30. I still have 125 shares on the table as a runner. That was our mid-candle breakout formation. And right now it's starting to get some nice action on RWLK, guys. If anybody else took RWLK with me right below 180, do what I did. Lock in a little bit of cheddar, set stops at break even. If it's a mid-candle breakout, let it rip and run. We have potential to get back to 250 and then to 260 there on RWLK. All right, guys, how's the quality now? How's the stream now? Do I need to go ahead and drop it and go ahead and set it back up? Do I need to go ahead and drop it and set it back up, guys? Or is everybody good now? Good stuff, Corey. Good stuff, Corey. Good now? Fantastic. FEDU. Keeping that on watch above 75 cents, guys. If you see a reversal form above 75 cents, FEDU has a lot of great potential. All right. So again, FEDU, if you see that double bottom and that nice reversal form above 75 cents, FEDU has potential back up to 83 and then 93 cents there on FEDU. I think NURO has good potential as well. I'm watching NURO right around that 1330 level, guys. NURO around 1330. We just said watch for a possible reversal there on FEDU. RNAZ was a nice little quick red to green move. MRM is now live. Got to let that thing settle down just a little bit, guys. And I like SDC. I've been telling you guys I liked SDC. One of my top stocks that I liked the most. I kind of want to grab some options on SDC, guys. I want to pick up some options there on SDC because I think SDC over the next couple of weeks has a lot of great potential to the upside. So let's go ahead and possibly get a little bit of an options position going there on SDC. Again, I think SDC has a lot of great potential in the coming weeks, guys. So again, I'm going to go ahead and open up Webull, my options account, and consider getting in for a possible options play on SDC going a couple weeks out, guys. Again, going a couple weeks out. And this is my account that has all my cryptos in it. So this is my account that has all my cryptos in it. So again, SDC. Again, I'm willing to risk my investment. I would risk 50 cents on the chart. Back below $6, I would get out. I think it has potential over the next couple weeks. At least up to $8. I'll go with an $8 strike. Go out as far as I can. I don't care right now, Webull. So let's go a day, 8 days. Let's go 15 days out. These are actually really cheap. These aren't expensive at all. $8 strikes at 41. Has a volume of 102. The theta's low with a 33 delta. Open interest. And that's going 15 days out. Spread's not bad. The spread's about 10% actually. The spread's not as bad on the 7.5s. But the volume's not really there. I'm going to go with an $8. At 4,400, I'll go 5. That'll be about 200 buy. And what is that? 205. I'd risk 200 bucks. I think SDC has a lot of great potential. I'm going to go ahead and pick up some of those October 8th, 15 days until expiration, 5 calls for $8. I do think SDC over the next couple weeks has a shit ton of potential, guys. Okay? So again, that's just me. I like it. I'm willing to risk my $200. I'm willing to risk 200 bucks on SDC. Again, on the $8 strike going October 21st. I think this one has a lot of great potential, guys. Okay? So again, that's my my reasoning. Again, multi-day pullback into that key level of daily support. I'm looking for that U-shape break on the daily up to about 8 and then $9. Hey, there we go. 181, 188. Good job. Quick little 120 there. Hey, Angel, taking what we talked about yesterday into consideration, eh? I like it. You know what? Lock in those base hits, man. 200 bucks here, 200 bucks there. You finish up $400 or $500 on the day. Guess what? You're making $120,000 a year. Good job locking in those quick profits, man. Way to kill it. Quick 120. That's what I'm talking about. Starting off the day strong. Or 210. My bad. My dyslexia is killing me right now. Good job, Angel. Absolutely. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. So RWLK, it's got to break that 200 SMA now. And if it starts breaking the $195, $2 level, this is really going to start getting some action here on RWLK for that. I'm going to get that mid-candle breakout formation. Again, SDC is a swing trade, but if I start hitting target today, tomorrow, Monday, right? I mean, SDC could blow on up. It could hit target sooner than later. But I still have at least 15 days until expiration. That gives me 15 days to be right on SDC. And I do think with the hype around SDC, the short float percentage, the technicals on the daily chart, I think SDC still has some good potential to the upside. And if SDC is ever back below 6, I go ahead and cut my trade. Right? Go ahead and cut it. So right now, okay, RWLK's trying for 2. Come on, baby. Mid-candle breakout. Let's go. Let's go on RWLK. Let's see if we can get that mid-candle breakout. Let's get this over 2 and then hold above $2 as new support, guys. Would really like to see RWLK over 2 and then holding $2 as new support. So again, $2, we got to get over 2. Let's start bringing stops up. Let's be smart. I go 184 on my stop now. I'll go 184 on my stop now underneath that prior low, 184. So let's go here and modify. Let's take that up to 184 just so I can continue to put some money in my pocket. Let's go ahead and modify that in. Boom. Right there, 184, why 184? Right underneath that 185 low, right underneath the VWAP, into the 184. So again, I like that stop area there. If I get stopped out, fantastic. I lock in profits. If it keeps ripping and running, I'll keep bringing my stop loss up and running it as tight as possible without being prematurely stopped out to try and capitalize on the entire move here on RWLK. Jay Riccati made 75. Good stuff. Good work. Way to make some quick, easy cash this morning. Way to make some quick, easy cash this morning there on RWLK. It was a great trade. High alert. We took advantage of it. We locked in some nice profits, guys. That's how it's done. ATER. I don't like it. Coming off the watch list. ATER, not a fan. Coming off the watch list. RNAZ. A lot of resistance at the highs. A lot of resistance up there at the highs, but we just broke over that 360. So right now you have 360 light support. Again, 360 light support. You have resistance right there at 369. Anything over 369 on RNAZ, you have a $4 target and then a 440 target there on RNAZ. Right now, light support right around. I'd actually bring it down just a smidge. Right around 357, 358, light support, breaking over 370. Watch for a big spike to $4 on RNAZ. So again, watch for a big spike to $4 on RNAZ once we break over that 369. NURO still fading and falling. I am watching NURO down at 1334 support. I think this one has a lot of great potential, guys. FEDU right now is not doing anything. RNAZ, we just talked about that. We know exactly what we're looking for there. MRM, we just need to be patient, let this thing kind of settle down, consolidate, level out, and then possibly provide us with an opportunity. We got our trades going right now on RWLK. And then SDC, again, it's a swing trade. I'm not too concerned about what it's doing here intraday. I'm looking at that daily chart. I think it has good opportunity to the upside. I still think LCID has another day or two of pulling back behind it. SFIX actually started to pull back pretty aggressively there right around 9 o'clock. So SFIX, we're not really watching that one. And the SPY. The SPY was on high watch over that 441.50. As long as the SPY is holding above 441.50, we could definitely start to see this grind over the next week or so back up into those all-time highs. There goes RNAZ, guys. Again, over 369. Watch for a quick spike up towards around 4. Just at highs of 387. Again, you have a $4 target there on RNAZ. You got a $4 target on RNAZ, guys. RWLK is still trying to grind on up. It's now actually closed above 2 for the first time. So RWLK actually had a candle closure above 2. We want to see the stock stay above 2. This comes back down below 2, you'll probably see it pull back aggressively. Over $2, our next target on RWLK is 216, 225, 253, and then possibly hitting Tuesday spiking highs in the 260s there on RWLK. And if it's a true mid-candle breakout formation, guys, this stock could easily break over those highs of 260 and run up to $3 on RWLK. Right now, it still has some good attention, still has some good activity towards it. I like my stop where it's at now. I'll come back to this here in a little bit and see if we have a better placement to bring stops up to. But right now, we're still looking pretty good here on RWLK. Going to try and hold on to this as long as I can to capitalize on the full move. We start seeing any kind of weakness, any kind of transitioning from buying to selling, I will jump out of that trade, lock in those profits. I can always rebuy the dip. RNAZ supports back down at 369 now. Off that prior high, the breakout point, support right now is back down at 369. If you crack below 369, you'll find some light support right around 358. Right now, you have that $4 target, guys. Anything over $4, you have room to 440. You're probably going to hit target here coming on up, guys. Nice little 30, 40 cent trade there on RNAZ. If you guys took that for the break over that pre-market high, good job. You guys are in the green. Make sure you're locking up some profits, guys. All right, make sure you're locking in some profits. I am going to bring stops up a little bit. I want to secure as much profit as I can. I'm going to go 198 on my stop. Or I'm going to go 198. Actually, I'll go 197 on my stop. So modify that in. Boom. I'm sitting at 197 on my stop now. I got to run it tight, guys. I got to lock in all the profit I can lock in, right? I'm going to run it really, really tight. Really don't want to see the stock dipping back below 2. If it dips back below 2, couple pennies, right? Let it breathe. Really don't want to see the stock closing back below 2. So I got a stop loss right now at 197, which is 20 cents higher than my entry. So I am running a nice tight stop here on RWLK. If I get stopped out, fantastic. I lock in my profits. If it's strong and holds 2, we're still good to the upside. Yeah, Corey, love it. He goes, okay, so Josh's stop is at 197. Go ahead and put a stop at 196, guys. You know what? I'm changing mine to 196. You're going to go 195. I'm going to say, I'm going to go 195. You're going to go 194. And we're just going to battle back and forth. We're just going to battle those stop losses until we take them all the way down to losing trades. I got you guys. If that's how you're going to play it, I'm going to play you guys back. Oh, you did it. You literally. Oh, 195. All right. New stop on RWLK, guys. 194. Corey's going to say, all right, 193. I'm going to say, all right, 190. Corey's going to be like, all right, 185. And we're going to take this all the way down to a losing trade. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to laugh my ass off. If I get stopped out and you don't get stopped out, I'm literally leaving the office. Like, I will literally laugh my ass off. If I get stopped out at 197 and 195 doesn't hit and you still make, I'm closing down shop and I'm walking out of my office and I'm leaving, right? I'm just leaving. I might go crack open a beer that's in the fridge too and just drink myself out of depression, right? I'll drink myself out of depression, guys. Crack open a beer at freaking 10 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. There was RNAZ, guys. Who took RNAZ off that trade? Anybody get RNAZ? Anybody? Anybody? RNAZ above 358, breaking over 369. This stock is now over $4. Ron. Fuck yes. At least somebody got it. Good job, Ron, for taking that. Good stuff on RNAZ, Ron. That's what I'm talking about. Who else got RWLK? Did anybody else get RWLK? Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Tyler got it, 129 on RNAZ. Good job, good job. RNAZ now, guys. You want to see it stay above. You really want to see this stock stay above 396. You don't want to see it back below 4. You really don't want to see it back below like 395, 396. Your next target, guys, on RNAZ is going to be 440. Anything over 440, you have room to $5. So there's a lot of opportunity with RNAZ, guys. Nate making about $80 on RWLK. Good job, Nate. And we're still making some money too. This stock looks like it's still going to try and go higher. So RWLK definitely looks like it's still trying to go higher here a little bit. So we're doing good. RWLK is great. We nail RNAZ. We haven't had an entry confirmation yet on NURO. We haven't had an entry confirmation on FEDU. We haven't had one on MRM yet. So the two ones that we had entry confirmations, RWLK, good trade. You guys are making some money. I love it. RNAZ, I like it. I love it. Hey, woo! That's what I'm talking about. Ow! MRI, 243. We got 471 inside of chat. So I'm talking about it. If you guys haven't taken a trade, it's okay. It's only 9:55 in the market. Guess what? There's still a lot of opportunity. There's still a lot of time to identify a great opportunity to take advantage of it to make some great profits. All right, guys. So you know what time it is. What time is it? We're actually 10 minutes past due. The saddest time of the day. This is the saddest time of the day. No, it's one of the saddest times of the day. The saddest time of the day is 4 o'clock and we have to wait a whole 24 hours to come back in. Well, not 24 hours, but 7 o'clock the next day. But another sad time is at 9:45. I know, Steve, he's like, no. I know, guys. I know. It makes me sad. I love working with everybody. I love making big time profits with you guys. And so far, we are doing great. So if you want, you can use some of those big time profits and you can go ahead and join the team, guys. Why not? Everybody else has. So if you got some big time profits, you loving the stream, you want to continue taking that trading to the next level and work with us every single day, not just for the first 30 minutes, definitely go check us out. alphadaytrading.com. You can use some of those nice profits. Go ahead and sign on up and make more profits inside a chat with, come on guys, what is it? The best trading chat room and the best team in the world. Hands down, by far, you guys make it the best. So I love it. I want some more of it. And so with that being said, have an awesome day, traders. Thank you so much, but you didn't sing yet. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. And every now and then. Okay, I'm done. We're done. We're just trading. We're not fucking around today. We're not gonna sing, all right? You got a little taste of that beautifulness. All right, you got a great taste of my beautiful angel voice. All right, Adam? So I hope you enjoyed that. Have an awesome day, traders. If you want to join the team, you guys know how, alphadaytrading.com. We would love to see you inside a chat. If you have any questions, shoot me an email over at josh@alphadaytrading.com. Happy and safe trading, and I look forward to working with you guys inside of chat. Woo! Woo! Have an awesome Thursday, guys. And Ryan, warn us before that so we can mute it. Ryan! Hey, Ryan! We haven't seen you in a couple weeks, man. What's up? What's going on, Mr. Ryan? Happy to have you back in chat. Absolutely. You guys have an awesome trading day. If you guys have any questions, shoot me an email. And I will see you guys back here tomorrow morning right around 9 o'clock over on the YouTube, baby. Have a good one, guys.